Today we are learning a very cool song. This is Wild World by Cat Stevens. Very fun chord progression. It's got some cool little riffs, and at the end of this video we're gonna do a whole play along and a sing along so that you can rock out with me. So the first thing I need you guys to do is follow the link in the description and download the chart that goes along with this song. It's got the chords, it's got the lyrics, it's got the riffs, and everything that you need to follow along with me and to play along with me at the end of this video. First thing, let's go into the chords. There's a lot of chords in this song. A lot of the times in these videos, there's maybe like 3 to 6 chords, but this song has about 11 different chords. But don't be scared because they're not hard chords. There's just a lot of them. It might require a little bit of thinking when you're first learning this song, like what chord is coming up next, but it's very, very fun to play and very cool. So let's dive in. We got A minor chord. I think we all know A minor and we love it. Then we've got D7 chord. Now between A minor and D7, I get to leave my index finger right where it is. And I always recommend you leave the finger planted if you can because it's gonna sound really nice. It's gonna tie those 2 chords together. After D7, I'm gonna slide my ring finger up from the 2nd fret to the 3rd fret to go to this G. We don't actually do this version of G very often where the pinky just chills out and doesn't do anything. A lot of the time we have the G under there, and if you want, you can do that G chord. You could also do pinky G. There is some spots in the song where I'm going to recommend you do pinky G, but for this transition from D7 to G, I like to just slide that finger on there. It just kind of helps me stay anchored, and I know where my fingers are at, and I can feel the frets, so that's what I'm going to do there. And then the next one is Stretchy C. After that we have F. I know you guys all love the F chord. You can do it. Push through the pain of F. You can play it like this, or I like to use my pinky finger and get a bit more full F chord. Then we have D minor. Don't get confused between D minor and D7. That's something that will come up in this song. Next one's E major. Ooh, yeah, nice full chord. Then we have E sus4, where we add the pinky right below. And then we go to E7 after that. Those 3 chords are all very closely related. E major, E sus4, and then E7. And then the last chord is also G7, which we're going to use in some of the riffs. This is like an extreme stretchy C, as one of my students once called it. You got stretchy C and then G7. Cool. Let's talk about the strumming pattern next. Strumming pattern that we will use is down, 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 up, down, 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 up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we should practice that strumming pattern by going through all these chords. I put the chords up on the screen and we're going to play that chord progression a couple times together, practicing this strumming pattern. Let's start on A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, D7, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, D minor, 2, 3, 4, E, E7. Let's go again. A minor, D7. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, Cool. Go back and practice that a few times if you guys want, because that's the main chord progression for the verses and the intro of the song. When we add the E sus4 chord, we're going to change our strumming pattern just a little bit. So we're going to be on an E chord, and then we're going to add the E sus4 for just one little beat. It's going to sound like this. So I do a full bar of E major, down, 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 up, and then I stay on E for a little bit, and I'm going to switch my pattern to go down, up, down, and then for that up strum, I add my pinky up just for that beat, and then I take it back off again, and I'm back to E major. Here's what it sounds like again. Let's play just that bar. From E, down, up, down, then E sus4, and then back to E. One more time. Cool. Now let's talk about the riffs, because there's 4 very cool riffs in this song, and they're not too hard. This is a fun song. If you've got some time to practice and you really put your mind to it, you're gonna be able to rock this song, I promise you. So the first riff is going into the chorus. We're gonna start on a G chord, a pinky G chord. Let me show you what it sounds like. And then we go, ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. So we start on pinky G. I'm gonna do down, up, then I go to G7, down, up, and then we'll call this next chord G6, down, up, which is just lifting off the pinky. You're doing like a rock and roll sign with your fingers. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then you go to a C chord. The second riff is gonna be the C major scale. Oh yeah, have you guys ever learned the C major scale? The C major scale is all the notes in the key of C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. But we're gonna play it backwards, starting on this high C. And we're also gonna have to play it way faster. So I want you guys to practice your C major scale going forwards and then backwards. Now notice that my fingers stay really in the stretchy C shape. And I'm using my ring finger for all the notes in the 3rd fret. I'm using my middle finger for all the notes in the 2nd fret. And my first finger takes care of the notes in the 1st fret. Watch again. I also, when I'm practicing a scale, I like to play the chord first. I could even strum it here. Practice that a whole bunch of times because when we get to riff 2, it's going to be C major scale from the top down. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. All right, that's riff number 2. Riff number 3, we're also going to be in a stretchy C shape, and it's going to sound like this. Stretchy C, we start on, and I land on again a stretchy C chord at the end of that. I'm coming from a C chord, then I'm doing this riff, and then I'm landing on a C chord again after. The last riff, riff number 4, is maybe not a riff in the traditional way, but it's still a very cool little thing we'll do with the chord. So I'm going to play a D minor chord, and I'm going to arpeggiate the chord instead of strum it. So when I strum, I play either 5 or 6 strings all together and all the notes are played at the exact same time. Arpeggiating the chord means I'm gonna play 1 string at a time, and you're gonna hear 1 note out of that chord at 1 note at a time. So when I get to the end of the chorus, I'm gonna arpeggiate my D minor chord, and then I do the same thing on my E major chord. I'm strumming from the D string down. I'm strumming string 4, 3, 2, 1, and then E major 4, 3, 2, 1. And it'll sound like this. I'll always remember you like a child girl. Pretty cool. Now another option, because that is very fast, it's going to be a little bit tricky to do that. I want you guys to work on it if you can, but sometimes when I'm playing the song really fast, I do just like a very dramatic strum on those 2 chords instead of this arpeggio thing. So I call this fanning out the chord. And you can still hear each individual note, and it's very punchy and it's very dramatic. I'll always remember you like a child girl. So choose one of those 2 options that you guys like. I always like to give options, a little bit more challenging options, a little bit easier options. And those are the 4 riffs. Let's look at how we will work in these riffs into the song. The first riff, riff number 1, comes in just before the chorus. So I'll be on my D minor chord. Let me play it for you and then we'll break it down. Now when you're practicing these riffs, the first thing I want you to do is practice the riff just by itself and really make sure you master each individual note of the riff. Now the second phase is where we're at now. We're going to play the chords before and the chords after so you can work it into your song seamlessly. So when I'm on D minor, I'm going to do a normal strumming pattern, down, 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 up. When I get to that E7, I'm going to do one strum, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I rush into that G chord. And this is where I want you to try to land on a pinky G chord. So we'll do D minor, down, 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 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you wait, and then you're going to come in on the down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, C. Ooh, baby, baby. So let's try that again with the counting, starting on D minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, one more time, starting on D minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Sweet. Let's go to riff number 2. This is the C major scale backwards. So we're coming in from an F chord leading into this one. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. So I'm gonna be on my F chord. I'll do a full bar of down, 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 up, and then beat 1 as I go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and all just eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want you to practice doing the strumming pattern on your F chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then you land on a pinky G chord. Let's try that one more time. F chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's going to be one that I want to recommend you're going to play really slow. Let's try it one last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Great. Riff number 3. We're coming from a C major chord and we're going back to a C major chord, stretchy C chord. So there's not a lot of moving back and forth for this one. It's going to be my ring finger that's going to bounce back and forth between these. Now you could say, well, what if I just did the C over G chord where you have the 2 fingers there? But I actually kind of like the punchiness of moving my 1 finger back and forth. Let's hear what it'll sound like in the song, starting on our G. It's hard to get by just upon a smile, girl. Ooh, baby, baby. So I started on stretchy C. You can actually leave these 2 fingers pressed during that whole time if you want. When I do take them off, which I do sometimes, I keep them just hovering in place. I'm not gonna, stretch everything out and have to reset all the way from nothing to get back to my C chord. So watch that again. Now if I leave these fingers pressed, that's actually going to let the rest of the chord ring out while I do my riff, especially if I'm playing this as a solo guitar player. I don't want the whole song to come to an abrupt stop while I do the riff and then go back to the chord. So if I leave it on, it's going to tie those notes of the chord in. Let's hear it a little bit slower one more time from a C chord. Number 4 is our arpeggiated D minor and E chord. What I would say is just speed it up as you go. Back and forth. Now we're coming in from a C chord, and after this riff we're going to an A minor chord. So let's practice that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and A minor. Or, like we talked about before, you could do just the big fan. Starting on our C chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. cool. How do you guys feel? Pause the video there, go back and practice everything, but if you're ready, let's grab your chart and we'll play through the song from the beginning to the end. Another slightly tricky part about this song is that I like to get these charts onto one page so that you don't have to flip back and forth, and it saves paper. So you're gonna have to do a little bit of jumping around. You're gonna play through the whole song, and then at the very bottom I wrote repeat the chorus, repeat the intro, repeat verse 3, repeat the chorus. So that just shows you that these songs have a lot of repetition, and as I'm always talking about, try to memorize the songs. It's gonna be so much more fun for you guys if you can look up from your page and look out at your adoring audience and sing along with them and be in the moment of the campfire or wherever you're playing this song. Here we go. From the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Now that I've lost everything to you, you say you wanna start something new, and it's breaking my heart you're leaving. Baby, you're leaving, but if you wanna leave, take good care. You have a lot of nice things to wear, but then a lot of nice things turn bad. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile, girl. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. I'll always remember you like a child, girl. No one's seen a lot of what the world can do, and it's breaking my heart in two. But I never wanna see you sad, girl. Don't be a bad girl. But if you wanna leave, take good care. You make a lot of nice friends out there. Just remember there's a lot of bad and evil. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile, girl. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. I'll always remember you like a child, girl. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Baby, I love you, but if you wanna leave, take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends out there. Just remember there's a lot of bad and evil. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile, girl. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. I'll always remember you like a child, girl. And a big strum on A minor is a cool way to end. Great job! I hope you guys got all those riffs, and if you didn't, just keep practicing because none of them are too crazy hard, and I know you can do it. Practice, come back to this video, watch the playthrough again, and let me know in the comments what's the trickiest part about this song or what other songs you guys want to learn. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, hitting like, sharing this video with your other guitar pals out there in the world. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Keep strumming, keep smiling, and we'll see you in the next video.